Yo, what's good? It's your bro Lo, and I'm bringing you guys another saucy trading video. This is the start of a new series, so welcome. Um, Basically, this new series is called the Hunting Grounds. We'll be doing analysis leading up to the trade, showing you guys all my framework, my daily bias, and then once I get the trade, that will be posted as well. So go ahead and smash that like button before we get started. Remember guys, I'm not a financial advisor, so anything I say or do is not financial advice. Okay, so if you go smack a old lady for $5, remember Lowe's Awesome has nothing to do with that. All right, so with that being said, let's get into this new series, right? Okay, so we're gonna start off with DXY. I'm gonna give a little framework, right? So when we look at DXY, I wanna see where the next weekly candle is gonna print towards, right? So you can see our new candle open here. We left a small gap that possibly they might come and rebalance that before dropping. They could do that, but looking at the weekly, if you look at institutional order flow, it's been bullish, right? We have down candles being created, expansion is higher, taking out highs, right? Moving higher. We held this fair value gap right here, came into a discount of this range, right? Moved up, we taking out this high, right? So we're constantly taking out highs and holding lows, right? So with that being said, order flow for DXY is bullish, so I mainly want to be a buyer for DXY. Now, looking at where we are inside of current price action, you can see that we have this up candle, right, taking out buy side liquidity, and then we have a run lower, right? So I'm looking for a price to come back, maybe no, not even come back. I'm looking for price to attack sell side liquidity now, right? At least come into a discount of this range low to this range high. So if I would put a fib on this low here and this high here, right? Our discount is right here, equilibrium. Right at discount, we have this old sell side, this old candle's low, weekly low, that we can attack, purge, and revert. I'm looking for an order block to potentially be created in here, and I'm gonna buy under here, potentially, from this candle high to open to here, right? That's like my range that I'm kind of like paying attention to, right? So once we attack this low, I want to see what happens. Let's go to the daily, right? So if you look at the daily, you can see how highs were kind of taken. You can see how highs were kind of taken right here, coming lower, looking for it to come into this array, and then boom, we could go and attack buy side liquidity again. Now, if we close below this low of this fair value gap, right, the discount of it, close below that, then it should be easier to reach down into here, right, on the next daily candle. That it could do it in one day, right, but I would expect us to come and get down into here, right? And if we close below that, then we might attack sell side liquidity. And once we get through the sell side liquidity pool, I don't see any of these lows holding as well, right? So depending on what we do inside of this fair value gap, right, whether we close, then I'll be bearish until price shows me otherwise. But right now I'm bullish higher time frame, right? So let's go to the hourly. Here's that old low right here, right? This array right here. Okay, so I want to see us come into that array, attack sell side liquidity, and then maybe we get a revert, and then I want to buy to these buy stops right here, and every failure swing that failed to take out the highs up here, right? So this would be next on the menu as well, right? Yeah, so bullish DXY. Let's go to USD CAD. Since I'm bullish DXY, I would want to see us attack the sell side liquidity pool on USD CAD, right? So we have this old low here, right? I want to see us attack that See if we revert from there, and then we come and start attacking buy side liquidity pools. Plus you have this old fair value gap here, also up here as well, right, that we can reach up into, right? Looking at the daily, just kind of give you guys a look, right? We have sell side liquidity taken here, right? We've been bullish ever since. Came and respect this down candle here, pushing up, right? Now we're coming back to attack sell side liquidity right here, internal liquidity from this low to this high at a discount, and then we could run back to this high. That's what I'm expecting. If we break and close below halfway of this down candle right here, then I'll no longer want to see price go back up, depending on if there's any fair. Yeah, so yeah, halfway I do not want to be in this trade anymore, right? If we close below this BISI, that's also an invalidation for me, right? If any candle on this 4-hour time frame closes below there, right? So I want to see us attack sell side liquidity, then we push up off of that, we go higher, and we run buy side liquidity, right? If we attack these lows, then I don't see us holding this low, and maybe after this low we could go higher, we'll see, but these lows would be on the menu, right there. All right, let's go to AU. Okay, let's clear the chart a little bit, right? So if I'm bullish dollar, right, I want to see AU potentially sell off, right? So if we was to look at the daily time frame, you can see that institutional order flow has been bearish. We have this old low right here, which can be our draw on liquidity, right? Now the thing is, right, we failed to take out this low here, and we're having a retracement, right? We're having a retracement. The question is, what arrays inside of this price range would I want to see on this daily time frame, where I want to see price go towards and reject, right? So when I'm looking at this, right, on this time frame, I can see that buy side liquidity was taken here. It was also taken here, so liquidity was swept out the market here, right? Also right there and right here, right? And then we had this move lower. Each and every one of these little wicks going up is buy side liquidity, right, in this range. So if we go to the hourly, right, if I'm bullish DXY, AU is potentially coming to attack buy side liquidity pools, which we have here, right here, and then we just attack buy side liquidity here as well. Kind of went up a little bit higher above it, and then we went lower during London session, right? So there's our buy side liquidity pool right there that we attacked. I'm thinking that AU could come and attack this as well, especially since I think DXY is gonna run lower than this array right here, than this down candle right here. I don't think this down candle is gonna hold unless we really push up and we have a shift in delivery, right? So yeah, and so I'm thinking AU might run up higher, and we could attack this buy side liquidity right there. So this high right here, after we attack this high, if there's a revert, I'm willing to sell it, right? So let's go to the 15-minute time frame, kind of see how this looks. You can see how we have this double relative equal high, double top right here. Could run that, go higher, and then maybe get something to go lower and attack all this sell side liquidity pool that we built up for Friday, right? Since we're running higher first instead of attacking by this sell side liquidity pool, I'm thinking they're saving this for price to draw to after we take out buy side liquidity, right? That's what I'm thinking. Yup. Okay, let's go GU. GU looking for the same thing. Clear some of this out. clear this out too. Okay, so looking at GU, start off with the daily. Okay, the only thing that I can see GU coming towards and like actually stalling at and holding is this up candle right here, because this is the last time on buy side that I seen buy side was taken right here, right? So boom, it was taken there, right? What did we come into? That's the question. Okay, we didn't take out this weekly low yet, right? We created a double bottom. People are gonna see this as a support to buy off of. I'm thinking price is gonna run that, right? I don't think this is our bottom. Okay, so with that being said, you have this candle that had broken through this low right here. Okay, I'm looking at this area right here. Okay, that fair value gap. Inside of that fair value gap, what do we have? We have buy side liquidity in this high right here that price could take out, because sellers have been selling. Even though we took out a little bit of buy side liquidity here and then we had this displacement lower, you can see that this was filled in, rebalanced, drop, right? We just broke through this fair value gap, so there's really no reason for, I don't really see this array holding, right? But above, I can see holding because we have this run up higher. Look at the displacement lower. Okay, we can come into this fair value gap right here after we take out this buy side liquidity pool, and then we could go start running lower, right? That's what I'm thinking GU is currently looking to get up into, right? We did run that low just a little bit, but I'm expecting us to potentially run back lower, and we're building up buy side liquidity along the way. So once we get up into here, we'll have these as the draw on liquidity, right? If I want to be a buyer with GU currently, right, sell side liquidity was swept just a little bit here, and then we have this run higher. This candle is what taken out all this, I mean not all this, but this high right here. So I'm paying attention to this array right here for GU. Okay, since I want to see GU go lower first, since I want to see DXY go higher, right, and we're expecting this to go lower first, right, and run lower, we can expect GU to run higher first, taking out a buy side liquidity pool, and then we run lower. So same thing, looking at it to come up into here, we could be a buyer here to run up into here, and then we can run lower. If we close below this fair value gap here, I no longer want to be a buyer. Even if we close below here, this is the area I'm mainly paying attention to, really. If we close below here, right, we could wick into this, but if we close below this fair value gap, I don't want to be in this trade, or I don't want to look to take a buy anymore for GU. Okay, respectfully. All right, so I'm gonna leave GU there. Euro USD, that could be a buy for today potentially. Euro USD is already inside of this area. I'm leaving a room to give for this fair value gap as well. I really want to see this array hold. We about to come into a kill zone, New York kill zone soon, so we could see buys from here, right? But if we do close below here and it's not looking like it wants to continue up to run this buy side liquidity pool on Euro USD, which is right here, right? We have buy side liquidity, we have a little bit of fair value gaps right inside of here. Right after we run this high, we could be bearish potentially, right? So yeah, but right now we're coming to rebalance this fair value gap. We also closed above this old fair value gap right here, so we could use that old PD array to key off of and continue up, which is why I'm paying attention to here. Okay, if we close below here, then this is just sell side liquidity to me. that price is gonna run. And then we could go higher again, right? We could continue up after we run this right here, but we'll see, right? I'm just trading what I see, right? Euro AUD, look at Euro AUD, go to the daily. Okay, you can see this old fair value gap we're playing off of, where I'm bullish on Euro AUD currently. For me though, right now, we have a buy side liquidity pool resting here, right? We're playing off of that old daily fair value gap. We took sell side liquidities out of the market. A form of it came up right here. We barely taking this out. I'm thinking there's still buy side liquidity above here, right? So I'm thinking we could run up back above here. But remember, all these lows have sell side liquidity in it, right here. Now I'm expecting this to potentially hold for a trade. We just ran out a low right here. See this old low in this candle right here, and then we ran out these lows right here. So I'm expecting an order block to form inside of here, right? That's what I'm paying attention to potentially get a buy to go higher, right? So I'm watching that area as well. Let's go to S&P. Okay, so S&P, we took out a low here. We came back into this down candle right here, running out a form of a little bit of sell side liquidity in the form of these two candles right here. Came into that down candle here. This down candle actually, because this is the order block right here. And then we're moving up higher now. Now the question is, do we start attacking this high, right? That's the question. Do we attack this high? That's my main focus on the weekly candle right now. So basically, right, we have from this high right here, since we took buy side liquidity to this low, that's my dealing range right now. Okay, so here to here is my dealing range. Okay, we haven't came up to a premium yet. We're at a discount. So the question is, right, where can we be a buyer at? So we have an old fair value gap here. I don't know if I want to be a buyer today for S&P. I might wait till tomorrow, see how this candle prints, and then see what happens, right? But I am potentially looking at it to draw up to these highs right here, right? Let's go to the hourly, see what PD arrays we have. Okay, I'm not a fan of any PD array inside of here. Let me go to the 4 hour and kind of look at it again. Okay, so we have this old 4 hour gap. So that's clear. Take that out. So this is clear. This old fair value gap. I mean, not old fair value gap. This 4 hour fair value gap right here. You also have this down candle here, right? We taking out this high, right? And we formed this down candle. Now the question is, do we hold this down candle to push up into some form of buy side liquidity, right? Which it could be this fair value gap right up in here. Okay. Now for me, I don't want to be a buyer unless these lows are red, because I don't like how this just looks too clean, right? It looks too clean. So what it could do is run that low, come into that 4 hour fair value gap, and then we could be a buyer somewhere inside of here. Because if you look, this could be a discount here, right? So first we had this, and then look how we built up liquidity above the 50%, right? We went up higher. So this is just liquidity for me to run. So once we run this low, then I can see us going higher for S&P, right? But once we get into this two up candles right here, I have to be careful, because we took out buy side liquidity out the market here, and then we had to run lower, right? So to be honest, we could continue lower and take out all these sell side liquidity pools, right? So once we get here, I want to wait and see what it does in here to see if we are going to push lower, right? But right now, this is my draw on liquidity right now, these two up candles. Once we get through here, this high, and we close above this fair value gap right here, then I can see us attacking this high and then going higher, right? Clear that out. So yeah, that's my plan. S&P, if I'm bullish S&P and bullish US 100, US 30, you know how that goes, right? You don't know that shit goes. Okay, so I'm not gonna do that again. All right, so you feel me? Gold, we have sell side liquidity resting at this low. This is like an old sell side liquidity pool that I've been waiting for gold to get into, right, and dig into, right? Right now we're failing to go lower right now, and we're building up sell side liquidity pools. Just looking at that, once the old high is ran, I could be a seller, potentially be a seller, right? So the thing is though, we already came and we filled in this fair value gap right here, and we went lower. Once we close above here, I can see us going potentially higher. Yeah, potentially go higher, because I don't see any of these holding price to go lower, right? I don't see any of these highs being held, right? Once we go above there, then yeah, potentially. But right now, right, since we failed to go lower, I'm looking for this high to be ran. Once this high is ran here, I don't want to see price close above this fair value gap. And if we do close above it, I want to see the next candle completely revert and then close below and creating a order block, a fresh order block, right? So that's why I'm looking for gold. Right now, let me go to the daily, right? Yeah, I want to see this hold and then us potentially go lower. If we don't, then we're coming up into this up candle right here plus this old fair value gap array, right? That's what I'm thinking. If we go above there, then I'm expecting us to run buy side liquidity because we failed to take out this low, right? So yeah, we'll see where we go. But yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed that little analysis, right? And I hope you guys will enjoy this series in the future. Go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, share this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.